Vice President J.D. Vance came to Howell, Michigan, stood in front of a crowd, and said this.
My one message to Gretchen Whitmer is, look, Detroit we know has got some serious crime problems. We are happy to send the National Guard to Detroit, Michigan. All you got to do is ask.
But here's the deal. Vance isn't telling the truth. He's selling a narrative. Detroit's violent crime isn't running rampant. It's been falling. In fact, the city is recording some of its lowest incidents of crime in 60 years. Shootings are down. Carjackings are down, but statistics don't really matter to the Trump administration. It's all part of the playbook. Stoke fear, then pitch military force. This is So What Michigan, where we check the receipts and call out the bull, even when it's coming from the Vice President of the United States. Here are the facts. Last year, Detroit saw the fewest murders in nearly 6 decades. According to the city, those trends are still headed down this year, and it was all done without calling in the National Guard. But Vance didn't stop there. He also bragged that Trump's policies are reviving manufacturing in Michigan.
This big, beautiful bill does so much to bring American manufacturing back to the United States of America. These working families tax cuts, they don't just cut your taxes, they reward companies for building and investing in the United States of America.
In reality, manufacturing isn't doing so well under Trump, and the numbers prove it. Weekly jobless claims are at a 4-year high. And since April, when Trump's tariff push kicked into high gear, federal data shows the U.S. lost at least 42,000 manufacturing jobs, including 12,000 in August alone. And about 3,500 of those lost jobs have been in Michigan. That's not bringing back American manufacturing. That's spin. And about those tax cuts, well, independent estimates say the average Michigan family will only see a modest kickback next year, while the richest 5% take in nearly 40% of the benefits. The poorest families actually lose resources thanks to the Medicaid and SNAP cuts buried in the law. Vance also bragged about a child tax credit bump, but in reality, that only helps families at the top, those making more than $400,000 a year. Nobody else will see an increased tax credit, and new rules will actually cut out households where one parent doesn't have a social security number. That's thousands of Michigan kids who will lose benefits their parents rely on. So what? When J.D. Vance comes here and paints Detroit as a war zone and Michigan's economy is thriving, he's not telling the truth. He's selling fear and spin. And if nobody pushes back, those lies could become the excuse for bad policies that make things worse. Follow for more Michigan news. I'll keep connecting the dots.